the year 20XX, a hail of meteors bombarded Earth. Flames and dust choked the planet, blocking out the sun and killing nearly all vegetation, reducing the world to a harsh, barren wasteland. But that was not the only disaster that awaited humanity. Hidden within the fallen meteors was a mysterious virus, which infected the dead and resurrected them as zombies, mindless creatures who would then turn and attack the living. Any who fell to them would become zombies themselves. And it wasn't long before the Ziv pandemic had spread across the globe. Decades passed. Humanity was on its last legs, with the new law of the land being survival at all costs. The planet had precious few resources left to sustain life. What humans remained were at constant odds in a selfish bid to stay alive, leaving the weak.
After him! Don't let him get away!
Fuck you, Nebron. You won't get away with this. No matter what it takes, you're gonna pay. better get some sleep. Time to get going.
So, so the game is interesting so far.
Whoa.
The movement speed is good when running. The dodge speed is good when pressing circle. The equipping items is pretty easy. Um, the menu for moving from left to right is good as well. The map is, well, about as average as it comes because you don't really need to have a lot of details with regards to the location. You just need to know where they are and what they are. Um, so the map is kind of poor. So I would say starting from 0 or starting from 5 on a standard graph gauge of good games to bad games. Um, 5 things I've seen that are good so far. One, the style of the game is very Borderlands-like, but different in a way. That's good. It's doing its own thing, but at the same time still have that grungy feel. The movement in the game, as I said before, is good, as well as the dodging in the game. So movement, dodging, that type of stuff is good. Um, the knowledge with regards to eating food, having energy, and drinking water in a desert environment is also good, especially when it comes to water, because lack of water will give you heat deprivation, which can make you start to hallucinate. So, and the game specifically says when you lose water, you start to go blurry. That means you start to see things in a blurry fashion, which is more logical than, if you start to go hungry, you start to see things um, in a blur, because hunger has nothing to do with
Not a whole lot going on.
your internal body functions, whereas water has to do with body functioning accurately with regards to all your internal organs, and of course your cognitive functions as well. And energy, with regards to doing activities, is also is a food thing, but it's mostly a rest thing. To get your energy back, you need food and rest. But in this game, it's mostly rest. So I would say that's good as well. They have 3 things, because if you keep eating food but you don't get no sleep, um, you eventually would pass out from lack of energy to do anything. Um, because sleep is required for the body to move after a certain time. No matter how much time you feed it, body would eventually shut down due to having no energy. So that's also good with regards to the game. So that's 3 things I've considered in the game that's good so far. 4 actually, and then 5. The 5th thing will be so far the menu system is good with regards to giving you directions and how things are set up, how you move from left to right. It's very self-explanatory. Once you go on the map, it's a big word on it that says map. And once you go on options, it's a big word, bold font, says options. So it's a great way to show you exactly where you are at all times. It's not something like small text and at a different It has a certain style to it, so that's the 5th thing. And that applies to everything else as well. Sidebar text, which are in white, are on the black background, and then the items which are in the item list are in their separate slot. So the use of colors and the use of placement of items and text and everything is very well done. Especially the design of the background and where to place items and where to place text with regards to items, and the character as well is very well done. So at the moment there are 6 things in the game that are very good, and the one bad thing I would say in the game so far that's not so good will be when you equip something, you can't unequip it. Once it's equipped, it cannot be unequipped. And if you discard it, you're probably discarding the whole damn thing. So if I say discard, let's say I equip this, and if I say discard the rat, it will say following were permanently tossed out. The toss out the item, and it says proceed, and you could decide to proceed. So permanently, that's the only bad thing I would say with regards to the game, is that it will permanently remove the item from you um, by you discarding it. So you cannot. There's no unequipped of the item so far, at least not that I see, that you can unequipped. So there's only one bad thing in the game so far. And I was thinking about R3, because you can't move the camera around to see things in R3. That could be considered also a bad thing in the game. So when you're inside buildings, you can't use R3 for turning. However, when you're outside buildings, you can use R3 for turning. I guess everything inside your building will be right in front of you, so there's no need to turn around for anything because they're always going to be present right in front of you. So the game is saying there's no need to look around anywhere in the room, because everything that was designed within this map location, the walls, the floors, the bed, were locked inside of this location. If you notice, there's a black hovering like void all the way around the room. So you're seeing everything in the room. The room wants you to see. The developers want you to see. So there's no reason. So there's no reason to. Let me give him some food. So there's no reason to. Only thing I have is a rat, but that takes away from my health. So there's no reason to look around if everything you see based on its distance is present right in front of you. So you run this way, you see the top part of the room, and you run this way, you see the top part of the room. So that doesn't really matter as much when you use R3. When you exit and you're in the world, that's a different story. So you have to see things in the world, because everything in the world are at a more...
Find something to drink.
Everything in the world is at a good distance. So one thing I like about this game is that when the character is tired, when the character is sleepy, or when the character is thirsty and stuff, the character will tell you this. So if you ever get to the point where you're like, okay, am I paying attention to my health gauge? Am I paying attention to my water or my energy? The character in the game will tell you this, so that's another plus as well. So if you're like 12 or 13 or 14, you know. Okay, so this is considered food. Oh, but it's a drink. I guess that rat didn't do much of anything.
What to do today?
Okay, so there's another thing I like about the game. It doesn't matter if you sleep or you drink and stuff. Yeah, he'll require food eventually. Rotten meat. Okay. So good. Okay. Okay. Alright, so far so good. There's about, I would say, 7 things in the game that are good. 7 things so far is good. So now I'm at like a 5.7. However, there is no zoom in when you're around the map. So that 5.7, I'm gonna knock that down to like a 5.6. I can't zoom into my character. I could see him overhead. I could see him overhead.
Take this.
Yeah, and you can't turn.
So thirsty.
You can't turn like your character, see your character from the side. It's always like this overhead angle, which is kind of silly. And you can't zoom in. It's just weird because you're actually playing the game from like an overhead view. So I don't know how that would turn anyone on to stay in that view. So that's like a takeaway from the game. So I'll bring that back down to like 5.6.
What's the matter?
Okay.
I need something to eat.
Jesus, man, he just stepped a few feet and he need food to eat again. Okay, so rat. I just ate a rat, but because it was bad and it wasn't cooked, it only lasts for a few seconds. So I don't know how good that is going to play out with regards to who plays the game and who doesn't play the game.
Yeah.
Take this. What's the matter? Piss off. Suck on this. Shithead. Take this. Get ready. Take this. Take this. What's the matter?
I'm starving.
So it's like I said, I don't know how well this is going to play out with regards to
Get ready.
So thirsty.
like I said, I don't know how this is going to play out towards people enjoying the game. Based on the demo, this guy seems to be thirsty and hungry and everything really quick, really fast. I know it's a demo, but if you're telling me this guy gets sick and thirsty
Take this.
this fast, without exploring largely, then either it's something specifically in the demo to be that way.
Take this. What's the matter? Get ready. Take this.
Okay, so he's tired now.
Hey, you! You ain't getting through. Go back the way you came.
Huh, real welcoming, I see. Come on. I'm just a down-on-his-luck wanderer looking for a meal. Sure you can't let me in?
I don't really give a damn who you are. No outsiders allowed. Scram!
Yo, what's going on over here? Who are you? Oh, a fresh face, huh? Trying to get into town? I'm sorry to say that it's not going to be as easy as... You don't mind, do you? And, oh well, sure, let's open the gates for you. Come right in.
I wasn't planning on staying long. Got some important business to take care of in the city. I'm gone as soon as it's done. But I'll need access to the slums until then.
Is that so? Well, I'm sure you've got your reasons, but I'm afraid we can't just be letting people in willy-nilly with the world being the way it is. You get where I'm coming from, right?
Not even for a zombie hunter? I'll be sure to earn my keep, if you let me in.
Zombie hunter, huh? That changes things. Well, let's see. How about doing a little favor for me? We've got someone who left to run an errand outside town and still hasn't returned. Think you could find him and give him a helping hand back home? We call him Zombie Gramps. He's a researcher. He's a little quirky, so you can't miss him. Prove yourself a capable zombie hunter, and this town will likely welcome you with open arms, if that's what you want. Go through with it.
Yeah, I get it. I'll just think of it as another gig.
Ah, glad to hear it. Name's Vernon. I guess you could say folks look to me for things around here. What's your name, amigo?
Call me Reed, and I'm only here because of a job.
All right, counting on you, Reed. Oh, I heard you say you were hungry? Here, on the house.
Okay, another thing I like about the game is that you could see what things are. They tell you what they are. You could pop them up on the side and it will actually say what it is. Home base, mission area, escort, so on and so on and so forth. Just to list it right there in front of you so that you don't have to like scroll all the way around the map to actually know what things are. You could just press K. So yeah, other than the fact that the overhead thing is kind of annoying, that brings the game back down to a 5.6. Also, the fact that he needs to drink and needs energy and he needs food at all times. Either it's set that way for the demo, or if it's not set that way for the demo, I can see people getting annoyed about this game fast. So I'm gonna drop this down to a 5.5. Yeah, that's not good. So maybe as you get stronger gear, or as you're able to find things more and eat the right type of food, that those food will sustain you for longer. So that's what I'm thinking. If he has better drinks, if he has better foods, those food can sustain him longer rather than eating crappy rats or stuff. So maybe it's based on the cuisine, maybe it's based on the type of bed he's sleeping, and maybe it's based on the type of things that he's drinking. Otherwise, he will always go hungry, and always be thirsty, and always need to get rest. So far, I'm going to look for the zombie grams, but first, I'll try to see if I could get some sleep.
I need something to eat.
And he needs something to eat too now. So you see how that could be annoying. After a while. Who are you? Trader?
No.
What's the matter?
What's this? Okay.
That's,
Yo.
Gotta find something to drink.
Yep.
I'm wiped. What to do today?
Yeah, so the whole eating food and drinking and sleeping is going to be an annoyance if, like, every minute, and I mean every minute, he has to require, forget every minute, like every 30 seconds. Or maybe the issue is the type of meat. Okay, so I just exited out the house, and let's see how long before I actually require food again. The grandpa's over here. Yeah, the whole overhead thing might become an annoyance to others who play games. I don't know why they chose overhead to be a form of gameplay.
No mercy. Take this. What's the matter? Take this. Get ready. What's the matter? Get ready.
We're done here. thirsty.
Take this. Get ready.
Hey, you there. You the one they call Zombie Gramps?
Who the hell are you supposed to be, boyo? Can't you see I'm busy gathering silver meat for my research? Shoot!
I just came from the slums. Vernon sent me to find you. You do know this place is crawling with zombies, right? We need to leave.
Heh, you think I don't already know that? I'm simply occupying myself while waiting for my chance to escape. Wait, did you just say Vernon?
He asked me to bring you back.
Why must he keep poking his nose into my business? Yeah, but since you're already here, I suppose I'll let you give me a hand. What now?
Let's go.
What's the matter? Get ready. Take this. What's the matter? Take this. Who's next? Get ready. Take this. Get ready. What's the matter? Take this. What's the matter? Can't die yet.
What now?
What's the matter? Get ready. Take this. Get ready. What's the matter? Take this. Get ready. Can't die yet. Bring it. Who's next? Take this. No mercy. Can't die yet. Better get some sleep. Time to get going. Better get some sleep. What to do today? Bring it. That's over with.
What now?
Gotta find something to drink.
Take this. Get ready. There. Take this. There. What's the matter? Here. There. Get ready. Here. Take this. Who's next?
anyway?
Fine.
Take this! Get ready!
Hey. Mm-hmm.
Correct!
A little more.
Wow! How are you?
done here. Much better. What to do next?
Okay, so this is kind of interesting. Even though I knock it down to a 5.5, I'm put it back up to a 5.6 now.
Gotta find something.
Most annoying thing in the game is the whole drinking water, eating food, and obviously sleeping. But as I said, is maybe if you get better items. But the game didn't say that specifically within the inventory and tutorial, unless I'm missing something. So, survival tips. Battle, missions, items, world. So it just tells you the basics. It don't tell you anything about if you find better stuff. It just tells you it happens. So it will be an annoyance if it happens too often, which means you'll have to spend most of the time in the game farming just to survive than to actually play the game, which won't be a good thing. I do have to check out the shops and everything, but so far I would say the game is like at a 5.6, simply because there's a new feature that he has. He can now use his zombie powers because he's a half human, half zombie. Hence the face of the human face and zombie face in his hub in the upper left corner to represent where his health and his energy is. That little half face, half human, half zombie.
I need something to eat.
What is weird to me is that how often this guy gets hungry or thirsty or anything for that matter. You have to balance it off more than anything. If you eat too many things related to zombie, you get turned into a zombie much quicker. See, now I'm slowly becoming a zombie. So that's fine for right now. I'll get better items as I go along in the game. If there is such a thing. Or if it's going to be the standard over and over. Maybe I buy the stuff and then everything will be fine. But so far, 5.6. Based on what I see.
Bring it. Who's next?
I need something to eat.
Yeah, it's annoyance to this guy. Actually, I'll take another points down from this game. It's the simple fact that this guy gets hungry and thirsty way too quick. So now I'm down to back down to the 5.5. So 2 points are taken off for the simple fact that this guy gets hungry way too easily. And thirsty. It's annoying.
Buy something. Thanks.
So thirsty.
Why you? Yo. Leave me alone. What?
Hi!
Time out.
Hi. Thank you.
Hey!
Uh-huh. What do you need? Take care.
Yo!
Oh. Hi. See you again.
Why, you?
I'm starving.
Away. Yo!
Uh-huh. Welcome. Thank you.
Why, you? Hey! Yo!
Not like this.
Yeah, that's going to be an annoying factor in the game. Um, like every 30 seconds, he's either depleting food, depleting health, or depleting energy. So whoever made the game didn't think about that. They thought, well, every 1.5 minute, you know, he's going to have to deal with some type of issue, but it wasn't every 1.5 minute. It's like every 30 seconds leading up to every 1.5 minute. So that in itself will be a huge takeaway from the game. So the whole system of requiring food is far too fast. It's not good. So far the game is only at 5.5. The new zombie powers is not going to improve the fact that the whole depending on the food system rather than playing the game is going to be annoying. So
Not a whole lot going on.
I'm going to probably have to drop it to another point, so from 5.5 to 5.4, because that is going to be an annoying thing, especially when it comes to combat, but not so much combat just for exploration's sake, to always be
Gotta find
far.
something to
See,
drink.
look at that. Just standing there and the characters already requiring drinking water and stuff. No movement whatsoever. Because apparently in the game as time passes, as time passes, hey, never mind. Apparently as time passes in the world, the guy requires food, water, and whatever else. So even if he's not using energy, he's going to require something. So it's kind of annoying as hell, to be honest with you. So I have to knock it down to like 5.4. The whole requiring food and water, and every like 30 seconds this guy, I literally just stepped out of the building. So I'm gonna drink this, and I'm gonna drink another one, drink 3 of those, and I'm gonna eat 2 meat. Okay, eat 3 meat. My energy level is pretty good, so hopefully I could make it to the item shop before then. Before he gets hungry again.
Time out. You bastard.
Let's go.
Away.
That's over with.
I ain't doing nothing. Welcome.
Okay. Another thing I gotta take away from the game is it doesn't show you if you have an item already in stock. I already know I have a battery, but when you go to purchase an item, it doesn't show that you have it in your inventory. Wait a minute, no, it says I own, or is, no, it's saying this guy owns 10, but it doesn't say how much I own. So I don't know how much I own. So I'm going to purchase one of these. Yeah, it should say when you're about to purchase something how much you own and how much the customer, I mean the merchant owns. It doesn't say that. So that's not actually a good thing at all. So
Nice purchase. Leave me alone.
So yeah, that's another takeaway from the game. So I think I have to drop it down to like a 5.3 now. So I guess if I proceed forward in the story, and get the items in the story and mission stuff and do missions, it'll be more fun. So far the whole requiring food and all that stuff is making it annoying. The leadership board or the mission board. Okay. Obtain Aqua-Cola. What else? Carved pumpkin flavor. Okay, so you can only have one mission at a time. You can't like select all of them at once. Okay, so that's not that much of a big deal. That's fine with me. So let's see, carving that pumpkin flavor. Okay, so I guess I have to craft it. Zombie meat. I was pretty sure I bought like pumpkin seeds or something. It's very strange. Oh, I know what happened. I know what happened. I fell on the ground after passing out. And I got robbed. That's what happened. So apparently you could get robbed in this game as well if you die and all your items are dropped. So that is also something that will be considered to keep an eye on. So now I gotta buy those items all over again.
Hi.
Or maybe it didn't. Maybe when you die, it just goes back to your last save. Maybe that's what happens. You go back to the last save. It doesn't save for you unless you save. So you have to manually save. There's no auto save. Okay, so that's what I think happens.
Take care.
Pumpkin seed. Okay, so maybe I go home and I craft it. Up to
Thirsty.
let's see. It says obtain pumpkin. Where do I obtain it from? Husband gone, AOL. AWOL, okay. Okay, maybe he has the pumpkin.
Take this. What's the matter?
Okay, yeah, it is. So you get one pumpkin from this woman finding her husband. So far as the missions and talking to people and everything is not that interesting. The most interesting in the game so far is how things are set up and the zombie powers. So I wouldn't say there's enough for me to consider this game good. Right now it's about 5.3, 5.4, 5.3, 5.4. Weighing the pros and cons about 5.3, 5.4. So I'm gonna push forward. After I find the item for this woman, I'll call it a day on this one. I really don't like the whole overhead thing. It looks stupid. Like if you're doing melee combat, it should be something you should be able to see in front of you.
Something to drink.
It's really annoying. Full on zombie. I do require energy though. Might have to get some sleep first before doing this mission. Charcoal. I have no charcoal. Pretty sure I bought charcoal, unless I'm seeing things. Okay, so I'll save. Manually save.
I'm wiped. Time to get going.
Bring it. Ready for this? Get ready. What's the matter? Take this.
I'm starving. Oh. So thirsty.
No mercy. Who's next?
Don't look at me.
Hi.
Okay, so I need a legit 2 giant pumpkins. Okay, I'll go back to the board. Maybe not exactly sure how to get those 2 pumpkins. I don't really care about these rewards. I'm more interested in obtaining the pumpkin. So I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, so how do I get the pumpkin? You can't buy it. I'm figuring you have to craft it.
I'm starving.
And this dude and his hunger again. Yeah, this is going to be an annoyance. So for right now, I'm gonna stop the game. I'll say this game, I would say right now, it's I would say right now it's it's at 5.5, 5.3, 5 point, yeah, I'll say 5.3, 5.4. Which means this game's not good, because every goddamn time this guy requires food, requires something to drink, and it's not like the people who play the game like sporadically based on time period when he needs it. If he needs it, it's like every fucking 30 seconds. So yeah, 5.3. It's not even in the sixes. You know, this game is probably going to, the highest this game is probably going to go is probably in the high 5s. So yeah, for right now, anyone who will purchase the game based on the demo, you'll probably get pissed off the moment you get into a situation where like every 30 seconds or every 40 seconds. See, now he's thirsty now, so like every fucking 30 seconds, there's something. So yeah, I would say that as much as this game seems to be good all around with regards to everything, the most annoying thing that's going to cripple this game is the food, the drink, and the rest. You know, unless as you play the game you find better stuff, it's an annoyance. It's like every goddamn 30 seconds. It's the stupidest thing ever. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend this game for anyone. Based on how I see it in demos, the whole survival system it's like Metal Gear. It's like Metal Gear Survive. You know, he simply died from just standing in one place. You know, he's not even using any energy. Apparently, the time period, time has passed as time is passing in this world. You know, it's affecting him, but the time it takes for him to get to anything, to get any type of progress in the game, is completely stupid. So yeah, I won't be purchasing this game. To me, I find Ice Hunter Z far more interesting than this, simply because at least it spaces its a requirement for sleep and for food. This one is like bunched up to the point it becomes an annoyance. It's probably awesome. The fighting portion of the game is probably awesome, but the requirements of food and stuff, just in the demo, is not enough to sell me. Yeah, I'm not interested. I'm not interested in this game. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone unless you're willing to push yourself through all that heartache. And but here's the thing: unless you actually watch a video of someone who's playing the entire game, the whole thing, I wouldn't invest. A demo is supposed to sell to the audience what the entire game is going to be. If it pisses off the audience, then it hasn't done his job.